In the most unfortunate of circumstances, um, Stickman's Wi-Fi was kind of fucked today. And so here I am alone, and I'm kind of winging it. He gave me a bunch of notes to use, so I'm gonna highlight those because he's a smart guy. I'm gonna see what he has to say, and I'm probably just gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna use my school account. I'm gonna scroll through copyright images, um, as I talk about games. So here, let's look up. This guy's really good. I'll give some like hip hop commentary as well. As you can see, I'm qualified, being a white male on Reddit. So okay, this guy's pretty good. Is it working? I think it is. Okay, we're off to the races here. Starting with Thursday Night Football, we have the Broncos versus the Browns. The story of the Broncos year has been: is it going to be Javonte or is it going to be Melvin? And this week, it was still neither of them. Javonte gets a whopping 7 targets, tying the team lead, but Melvin and him still got the same number of touches because Melvin had more carries, 4 more carries actually. Noah Fant remains a great fringe top 5 option, averaging 8 targets a game in the last 4 games. And sure, Chubb and Hunt are great, but this proves why running backs don't matter because the Ernest Johnson, the man who ran a 4.8 at the combine, comes in with a 25-point outing. He's a stud. And obviously, Browns pass catchers are dead. Like I was saying. No, like, I didn't say that. Anyways, that's what I said now. Stickman says Chubb coming back, but don't expect a full workload right away because they're gonna probably ease him in and use the newfound Ernest Johnson in the Kareem Hunt role to keep Chubb fresh, which makes sense to me. I mean, Chubb obviously going to be a stud, but it would make sense that they want to. I mean, being a good team, they're going to want to ease him in. So I agree with Stickman there. Moving on to the next game, we have Bengals. Here, I'm gonna try to. Here, I'm gonna go through a dump squad here, fellas. Let's look up Yoral Droog. So now, we have Bengals versus Ravens. This man Stickman says, ride the Jamar Chase wave. No reason to think he slows down, and I agree. This man had an 82-yard touchdown, I believe, and it was off of like 8 broken tackles in one play off the screen. It was pretty impressive. He's just kind of an absolute fucking stud, if you haven't noticed. One of the best prospects ever at receiver. And rightfully so, because he comes in and is a stud. Stickman says Higgins is a top 25 option going forward. Still hasn't gotten the red zone work, and the targets just haven't popped yet. But Stickman's high on T. Higgins. Joe Mixon has produced on lesser volume than we are accustomed to, and Pirine took all the third down snaps. Look for Evans to still be involved as he's been good, and Stickman expects a very muddy backfield moving forward with Mixon still being the guy in most situations. And once again, Stickman says Joe Burrow is a stud. Expect him to compete and be competent in any matchup. And my notes here are shout out Rashad Bateman with, I believe, a 3 for 80 performance. He could be viable going forward. Hollywood Brown, very, very viable, almost a must-start. Mark Andrews, very viable, almost a must-start. The running backs in the Ravens are an absolute fucking train wreck, an absolute disaster. Yeah, I mean, Davonte Freeman gets the score here, but I believe Tyson Williams got the first carry. It's just not good. You want Lamar on that offense. But for the Bengals, every receiver is viable, but Chase is like a top 8 option going forward. He's just a weekly 17, 18-point projection, and he'll probably beat that because he's a stud. So yeah, there we go. Moving on here, let's just go here. I'm gonna do like wait, mock. Hey, mock. What the hell is this? Anyways, Washington versus the Packers. It's more of the same for the Washington football team. This is what Stickman said. Odd backfield usage that is protecting Gibson, but won't let him sit to let him heal. Gibson is in big trouble. He always has been. You're going to be hard-pressed to return the ADP that you got on him. He's kind of fucked. Once again, McLaurin, this is what Stickman says. He puts up another double-digit target game with elite A-dot, prime for more big games with this line, and they're playing from behind. So, yeah. My note, I believe it was 10 for 95, but Heineke has almost 100 rushing yards. He's like Vanilla Vic. Dude's crazy. He'll probably keep producing. I mean, not like that, but he has that like Daniel Jones-esque shit going for him, I guess, where he's gonna have a higher A dot, throwing a lot, playing from behind. He might have a lot of mistakes, but I mean, if you're getting A dot, playing from behind, throwing a lot with some rushing yards, you're gonna be usable at some point. So this is a note from me and Stickman. Ricky Seals-Jones continues the trend for the Titans on this team. It was obviously Logan Thomas at one point, but now that he's down, Ricky Seals-Jones is kind of like right into that role. Logan Thomas is back from IR, so it'll be interesting to monitor him in practice, is what Stick says. But if he's out, if he's in playing, but if he's out, just plug in Ricky Seals-Jones again because he's been a stud. So there's that. J.D. McKissick has been viable and will be for RB needy teams, especially in PPR. What did it say? Oh, yeah. 249 yards on 25 grabs on 34 targets is good enough to beat out Najee Harris for third in the league right now. So he's the third best pass catching back in the NFL. And with the team protecting Gibson, with the guy that's going to play limited snaps, he's going to get pretty much all the work going forward, and you want to roster him. So he'll be startable. That's what Stickman said. My note, Davonte Adams, I mean, obviously. So, like, him, I want to ask, like, Stick this, but it's him versus Cooper Kupp right now for wide receiver 1. I don't know who it is going forward. I'd probably still take Adams, but he just got COVID, or he's on the list, so, like, it's kind of fucked because he had a really good matchup on Thursday. But that's whatever. My personal opinion, I take Adams over Kupp, but, I mean, Kupp has, like, 10 TDs right now, so it's like, or no. 10, I don't know, 9 TDs maybe? He's fucking absurd. But, yeah, so there's that. Falcons versus Dolphins. I actually watched this game, so I can offer something. Here, let's go. What's next here? So, okay, this is like a mini lesson right here. So we have like Dump Squad versus Griselda. So like I don't even know. It's not gonna pop up because Dump Squad isn't even a thing. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, this is fuck. No, let's look up. I like this guy right here. Remy Banks. He's good. Anyways, the Falcons versus Dolphins. Myles Gaskin. So this is my note. Myles Gaskin has had double-digit points and single-digit point outings in alternating games every week, and so that's kind of bizarre. But within the last 3 weeks, he's had a game with 15 carries and a game with 10 targets. So he's kind of doing it everywhere, but it's just not very consistently at all. Yeah. That's something else. Kyle Pitts with an absolute ridiculous game. I believe 163 yards on 9 targets, maybe 7 catches. So yeah, the breakouts here. He's making plays everywhere. Yeah, there's no going back. He's top 3 probably going forward. Calvin Ridley has had I don't know the exact stat. I'm kind of a dumbass. 12.6 12.6 points or more in every game. He's getting insane volume, like 10 targets a game volume. Elite talent, obviously. He's still the guy to own here. He's going to have a 30-point game before he has a single-digit point game. Yeah, his floor is incredibly high. The ceiling isn't there for a guy that you would want to get that early in a draft, but like he's going to be a top 8 going forward every single week because he's getting 10 targets a week. He's very, very talented. So there's that. Cordell Patterson, this is a Stickman note. It was a quiet game for him, but he's still a star in any matchup until further notice because he's getting all the usage. I believe Mike Davis only had 4 carries for 10 yards and no targets, so that's a goddamn shame because he's kind of stuck, or he's pretty good, but, you know, Patterson will be startable, so there's that. Jalen Waddle with another big game, so he's good. Mike Gesicki, he's legit, whether it's Bichette or whether it's Tua, keep playing him as a top 5-6 option going forward, something like that. I don't know. What is here? What's next? See, this, like, thinking of, like, the rappers is like, the part that's harder for me, because, like, I've looked up so many rappers. Let's go to, who are we going to? Let's go, oh, fuck, never mind. You know what, I'm up on Spotify here and see what is playing. We got, this guy's, never mind, fuck that. Let's go to, no. Let's go to the OG. I've looked him up a bunch of times, but this is my guy right here. Any whoosies. Jets versus Patriots. Damian Harris, this is a Stickman note. He's still good at football. And he has another nice matchup this week with the Chargers, who are allowing the most explosive runs on the year. So, shouts out Damian Harris. He was so good, they started giving carries to J.J. Taylor, who scored twice, and Brandon Bolden, who scored, I think. Damian Harris could have had like 100 points, but it's whatever. I'm not even mad. Jonnu Smith leaves the game with an injury. Unfortunate. But what is very fortunate is Hunter Henry. Once again, a Stickman note. Hunter Henry is very safe, with possibly more volume to come. A TD in 4 straight games. On the Jets side of the ball, Michael Carter is looking closer to an RB2 every week than we thought possible. He has, I think, 7 targets in this game. Double-digit points in like 3 straight games. He's kind of the dude right now. He's getting goal line carries. He's getting some third down work. He's kind of getting there. And the Jets' offense is bad, but it's not like incompetent bad. So like he's gonna be playable. Yeah, there's that. Panthers versus Giants. Oh my god, I gotta do this again. Fuck, there's so many of them. I don't want to. Doctor Doom. What's it called? Maybe like that. No, it's that. Yes, right here. Cool Keith alias. I don't know. Anyways, Panthers versus Giants. Daniel Jones contributes everywhere. This has been the story all year. Daniel Jones, he has the high A-dot, lots of pass attempts, lots of INTs, but it doesn't matter because of lots of rushing yards. And of course, he catches the ball like does every game. So there's that. He's startable. DJ Moore, 10 more targets. He's matchup proof, anything proof. He is quarterback proof, Christ proof, jersey proof, condition proof. I couldn't think of a joke there, but he's proof of a lot of things. Chuba Hubbard, 5 targets. So he's CMC, but like way worse. But still, CMC nonetheless. Keep playing him. Stickman says, is the Darnold experiment coming to an end? I don't know. You have to answer that for you. But Darnold not looking good. It turns out when you are not good for like 3 or 4 years, and then you change coaches, you're still not good. So that's kind of confusing. Giants are a hot mess. Stickman says, I wouldn't trust anybody. I would trust Devontae Booker personally if he's playing and starting, and Saquon, the man's sack, and Daniel Jones if you need him. But right now there's like no receivers, and Evan Ingram sucks. So like, I get where he's coming from. Titans versus Chiefs. Okay, finally a game that I have notes on. God damn it, here we go again. Dude, I like there's only like so many. I don't fucking know. I fucking spelled it. I'm such a dumbass. Well, this guy's cool. They're like, okay, like the thing for me is like I could just keep looking up like the same people in the background of every video, but then it gets boring. So then I try to think of like really like obscure names because I want to be quirky, but then I don't think of any names and I end up looking stupid. So yeah, I promise I have a lot of knowledge and stuff. I got one next. Anyways, what was I talking about? We got Titans versus Chiefs. Travis Kelce. Am I recording? I hope I am recording. Oh, I'd be heartbroken. Anyways, Travis Kelce. He has 12 targets. Okay, these are my notes, by the way. He has 12 targets. Only 1 game under 13 PPR this year. He's still a top 8 fantasy asset overall. Don't get twisted. He's that dude. Patrick Mahomes is still fantasy's QB 1 or 2. Hot take here. He's throwing more because the defense is especially bad. This would be his career high in passing attempts per game by a lot of passing attempts per game if the season ended today. He's rushing more than usual with nearly 40 rushing yards on average per game since week 3, and he's averaging almost 23 points. So he's like really solid still. Even if he's not good, he's been like that in real life, like objectively like not good. But he's still that guy in the fantasy because he's throwing a fuck ton to a lot of good weapons. So there's that. Stickman says, ugly game for the Chiefs. Expect things to get better going forward as they are a well-run organization. They need help on the O-line and Mahomes are trying to do too much, which he is. That is a fact. Growing pains even come for the most elite players. There will always be obstacles to overcome and learn from. This is poetic from Stickman here. This will make Mahomes the game manager he needs to be, while the gunslinger we have now is exciting. I think it will lean on the game manager going forward to win games rather than looking for big play over and over and over. And don't drop Mecole Hardman, he says, because Mecole Hardman this is my take. Mecole Hardman is the backup, and guys, look at it. You can't just keep throwing to the same two guys. Eventually, they're going to catch on to it, which is happening now a little bit. So maybe Mecole's that dude. Who knows? As for Chiefs running backs, they're dead to me. And everyone else. I keep checking. Like it's going to go away. Anyways. Oh, I got a good one. Oh, I fucking did it wrong. Oh, man. Poopy shit. The Titans. The Titans. Derrick Henry has a cannon. Oh, fuck. Derrick Henry has a cannon, as we can tell. One of the most poetic passing attempts since Dontari Poe. A.J. Brown comes out. We accept all people. Moving on to the next game. Eagles versus Raiders. So, in this game, Slim Reaper gets 9 targets, I believe. And he's done that in 3 of the past 4 games. He's still a high floor wide receiver 3 flex option going forward because he's that dude. Hurts has a crazy 13 for 61 on the ground while adding very efficient passing through the air, 2 scores. He's that guy. But Kenny Gainwell, obviously, 8 targets will be relevant with no standards if that's the case. Goddard is instead with no Ertz. We know this. Hunter Renfrow benefits with no Darren Waller because he is taking up the same role just with like 7 less inches and a lot less after the catch ability and a lot smaller hands and a lot lighter skin tone. Kenny and Drake looks more like a handcuff than I thought at one point because I believe it was Peyton Barber that was like that guy at one point, but I don't know. Kenny and Drake might be that guy if Jacobs misses time. Who knows? Stickman says, Henry Ruggs is getting more looks, turning them into a more reliable deep threat. Borderline flex play with some boom-bust potential. Renfrow is a safe, high-floor PPR option for teams that are needing a receiver. That's what Stickman says. Now, oh, fuck, my eyes. I was taking a shower today, and I got soap in my eyes. I was like, shit. God damn it. What is this? Oh, this kid's pretty cool. Hold on. Marciano. This guy is cool. He's a cool guy. Who is next? Lions versus Rams. Oh, okay. Stick actually gives his input on Cup versus Davonte wide receiver 1. He says they're eerily alike. He says that. Both have great QBs. Both run routes that are like option routes. They run to a certain part of the field and break in to find the safe spot in the zone. Stafford and Rodgers know these guys so well that they can determine which way they break before they're doing it 9 times out of 10. That doesn't answer. My question, Stickman. I'm going to make the decision for him. Devontae's better by this much. Good analysis, though. And then I say, in a bad game, Henderson has 6 targets and 15 carries for 10 PPR points. Stickman says, old fantasy ideals. That you want any running back on a top 8 offense. One way or another, they'll produce and will have potential for multiple TDs. Yes, they will. Henderson is still top 12 probably going forward because he is that guy on top 8 offense scoring touchdowns at a high rate. Is this camera on me? I'm going to hold it. I'm really pretty. Tyler Higbee has 8 targets today. Startable with potential volume on a high-powered offense. This is what I said. He is streamable, startable, something like that. Cooper Kupp, he's all right. Robert Woods has a decent game. He has returned to the Woods of old, but this a little bit less good. But still the definition of a wide receiver 2 in today's NFL. Okay, Swift has a 62-yard touchdown and ends the day with 10 targets. I'm getting texted by Michael. What did he say? Guys, let's see what Michael said live here on the air. What did Michael say? Michael said, yo. I'm going to say, yo. I'll update you on what happened. So, anyways, Swift has 10 targets for 8 catches, 96 yards, and a score. And 13 for 48 on the ground. Yeah, he's the shit. Jamal Williams, not a single target. Swift RB1 season isn't full force. Stickman says Swift is third in running back scoring in half PPR, 391 receiving yards, with a healthy 95-yard lead on Cordell Patterson. He is that guy. Earlier in the season, I was like, hey, I would say with like 30% certainty that DeAndre Swift leads the NFL running backs rather in receiving yards. And I was like, after I said that, I was like, damn, I'm a dumbass because that's like a very high percentage. But now I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was smart because he's kicking ass now. Oh, here, let's see what Michael said. He just responded. Yes! He said he want Krispy Kreme? Yes. I love Michael. What a good guy he is. Anyways, so yeah, DeAndre Swift, top. This is where I would ask Stickman what to say. Anyways, he's very good going forward. Texans versus... Oh, I gotta look up another rapper. I'm gonna dig into the archives here. Give me a second. I'm gonna think of someone that's really cool. That's how hard y'all sleeping on Evil Gianni. This motherfucker's a beast, bro. Oh my god. Evil Gianni. He's crazy. Texans versus Cardinals. Stickman says, odd carry pop for Chase Edmonds with 15. Must be all good from the shoulder. I would sit him next week, but if you are in a pinch from buys, he is startable. For me, I look at this game and I say, hey, what happened to James Conner? Oh, he scored again? That man's playable. James Conner looking like a weekly start because his team is so goddamn good. I don't care if he plays Tampa Bay. I don't care if he plays the Buccaneers. I don't care if he plays the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm starting it because he's going to score a touchdown. Probably. He might catch a pass, but he probably won't. But, like, his floor is looking like as close to 10 points than 1 point because he's going to score every week. So, yeah, he's kind of that guy. Yeah, Kyler Murray, the only quarterback in fantasy I went over Patrick Mahomes, but that's not a hot take at all. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what happened? Oh, fuck. I didn't hear. I'm doing research right now. If you're watching this video right now, tell me how your day was. Please put it in the comments because I am genuinely curious as I do some intelligent research on fantasy football. Brandon Cooks, what did he do? Brandon Cooks, he has 7 targets, okay? 7 targets, and he doesn't have a good game. But guess what? You keep playing Brandon Cooks because he's good at football. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's keep going this way. Let's go to... What's his name? Bolo... I think they're in the same. I think they're in the same groups. Yeah. These guys are both in Surf Gang. You know what I'm saying? He's a cool guy too. Dude, he looks like. Never mind. Bears versus Buccaneers. My notes from this game: Tom Brady is looking like he's a top 5 quarterback in fantasy football, which is really weird because he doesn't run at all. And that should be necessary. That should be a prerequisite. But he's so goddamn good. Mike Evans has, I think, 30 points at halftime. That'll happen. You know, Mike Evans is more prone to these pop games than guys like AB and Godwin. He's still the guy. But you got to keep playing AB and Godwin and everybody. Tom Brady. You got to keep playing him. Leonard Fournette every week start. Unfortunately, even though Rojo looked pretty good from what I saw, the Bears' run game is okay to play. Expect Herbert to take some of Monty. This is a Stickman note. Expect Herbert to take some of Monty's work to lighten his load after an injury, which makes sense to me. He's just saying that Monty and Herbert could split carries. And once again, Stick says, keep beating the same drum like this. That's the drum you're beating for the Bucs passing game. Keep doing that. And he says the same thing about Evans. He's more prone to blow up games, but it could have just easily been Godwin or AB. So there you go. Sticking my notes here on the next game, Colts versus 49ers. I watched this entire game, by the way. Pittman is pretty dope. That's what he says. He says, yikes, which I can't tell is good or bad because he didn't say it. I would have to judge that pun off of the inflection of his delivery. And then he says, Frank Wright is a really good coach. It's useful for fantasy. My notes here, Elijah Mitchell is so far and away the RB1 here. I think he's a weekly RB2 going forward because this is the ideal game plan for the Niners. Is just do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And in the first drive, he had like 60 yards and a TD. So like that isn't the other range of outcomes. Debo's playable every week. Garoppolo is not playable because there's just too much running, not enough running for him. JT is looking like a higher end RB1 than a mid tier one because he just keeps popping me off for like big games. Oh my god, I'm getting texted by everybody. What the fuck? Oh no, let's see what Michael said. Bro, I'm in computer lab. How long? Dude, this man said, come to my room. How long will they be there? I got texted by my entire fucking floor. I'm so pissed right now, bro. Computer lab. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, so there's that. Saints versus Seahawks going on right now. So right now it's the third quarter, right? DK Metcalf here. Actually, let's look at it real quick right now. DK Metcalf had an 84-yard touchdown in like the first play or whatever. But then he had like I don't think he had anything the entire game after that, which is kind of hilarious. Let's see what happened. Do some live analysis here. Kamara had a fucking huge game. God damn, he's so good. Yeah, this is why Kamara's always an RB1. This is what I was saying because this is in his range of outcomes in PPR especially. This fucking 30 touches overall. That's crazy. He's a stud. Don't play any pass catchers from that team. DK Metcalf with the huge game with 2 catches. Yeah, Metcalf startable. Nobody else is on this entire team besides the running back, whoever it is. Today it was Alex Collins, but yeah, this team is ugly without Geno. But besides that, have a great day, everybody. I hope your lives are full of happiness and joy, and they're really cool. And I hope you if you need help, let me know. Right, lately I've been emotionally available when I haven't in the past. So I get what you're going through. I don't get it, but I can empathize with it, and I love you. So have a great day. I wish Stickman was here, but he's not. So I helped him out. He's a cool guy. Love you.